I'm gonna tell you everything you need to make your very first YouTube video today. Nothing's stopping you but yourself. Creativity is not a competition. You know what it's like to make excuses. Do you know what it's like to take the risk? Then stop making excuses. Okay, so we are currently in the landing of upstairs. You hear me say all the time that I film, why did I say it like that? That I film in our attic. And I know online that the attic looks kind of large, but this is actually the doorway to the attic. And what you don't know is movie watching Ashley is actually in there right now. So let's check in with her. Hey girl, how you doing? Can I come out? No, you can't come out. No, you gotta stay there. I wanted to show you first because you're the one that they see most of the time. Next up is editing Ashley, and then we're actually gonna make a stop to business Ashley. She's the main show today.
Can you bring me some water? I'm a little thirsty.
You need some water.
Okay.
I can get you some water.
Bye, Ashley.
Okay, so movie watching Ashley is fine, and what's wild, I didn't want to take the time to explain this to her, is she's actually watching 9 to 5, which when this video goes live was Monday's upload. We're like time traveling here. Okay, so that's movie watching Ashley, and now you officially know the ratio of the attic door. I'm 5'9", so it really is the attic. So now that we've met movie watching Ashley, we need to go downstairs and we need to meet editing Ashley before we can get to business Ashley, okay? So let's go downstairs. Well, I don't really know where she is right now, but as you've seen, editing Ashley tends to hang out downstairs. You usually see the brick in the background whenever she makes an appearance. This is where she likes to edit. The sun comes in, sometimes Beans is in the chair. I don't know where she is. Oh, hey, there you are. I was getting a snack. Come on. What you working on? Spider-Man 2002. Spider-Man 2002, awesome. So what, you just giving a house tour or what? Well, I have our friends along because they're meeting business Ashley today. I know, she's never made an appearance on the channel. Now editing Ashley, they're about to meet business. I mean, she's just like the rest of us, just sometimes she can be a little blunt. There's no time like the present. Good luck, guys. Okay, so now that you've met movie watching Ashley and editing Ashley, it's time for you to meet business Ashley. She lives at the desk. This is the one that does all of the, well, business. So, I will warn you, she is just like the rest of us, just like editing Ashley said, but she can be a little blunt. So, just keep that in mind as she hopes to inspire you, but also give you some hard truths. She'll be up here with you shortly. I'm gonna get out of the way. She hates it when people sit at her desk, but I'm gonna do it. In the wise words of Mel Brooks, it's great to be king. Shit, here she comes. Okay, have fun, guys. Actually, you better not be at my desk. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. I see you want to know more about how to start a YouTube channel. Well, let me introduce myself. I am business Ashley. It's still me under here, you guys. But for the purposes of this video, this is business Ashley. I have my life together, and I hope to give you some good advice on how to start a YouTube channel. Camera confidence, what you need to get started. You could get started today, friends. Nothing's stopping you but yourself. I have been told that I tell the hard truths. I only do this because I believe in you, okay? So, let's start from the very beginning. If you're just now tuning in, you have seen me in all of my forms. You might have clicked on this video and you see that I have like 7,000 subscribers on this channel, but my main channel has over, the last time I looked, like 110,000. Ignore that candle burn mark. I got so many questions about how to start a YouTube channel, what you need to get started. People all the time seem to think that they don't have it. Here is the thing. I guarantee you that you have it. Why? Because I know you can do this. I'm going to tell you everything you need to make your very first YouTube video today. So over on the main channel, Ashley Burton, my Millennial Movie Monday channel, I filmed all of my reviews at the very beginning until I got to 30,000 subscribers on my iPhone X. All of them. If you go back and watch, is the quality great? No. Is the audio great? No, it's not top notch, but I did it. Now, and I openly admit that I do have the personality that I will do something 3 or 4 times and then move on to the next thing. I have very hard time focusing and staying on task. So when I first started the main channel, I really thought that I would do like Star Wars and maybe Back to the Future, and then my YouTube career would be over. But here I am, I'm doing it full time. I went full time February 26th of 2021, and I only do 2 uploads a week on the main channel. This channel I don't have monetized yet. This is for me to practice fun editing stuff. This is taste test. Anyways, so I started with filming everything on my phone. At the time, I was working for a university. Through work, I was provided a MacBook. There, I had access to iMovie. So if you are an Apple user, iMovie comes free on all Apple products, and if it's not already on there, you can download it from the App Store for free. If you are an Android user, I'm sure you have some sort of free editing software. I don't know a lot about Androids as the phone. A non-Apple user, then you can, as far as editing software goes, download OBS. It's a free software. I've personally never got my hands on that, but all editing software is pretty much the same. So everything is the same, just they get fancier as you progress. So I started out filming on my phone and then editing on iMovie, and I did that up until 30,000 subscribers. My very first Hallow Beans, which is my October special, and then for October, I knew I wanted to film scary movies in night vision. I looked at my nose to make sure I put my nose ring in. Because I wanted to film scary movies in night vision, and then that is when I bought this camera, which is the Canon EOS M50. And then I bought a second camera. I never said I had my life completely together. Just enough to have 4 different personalities in one video. Oh, the camera's not in there. I don't know what he is. I'm gonna be real honest, I only use him for night vision. He's very basic. He shoots in 4K, but like if you go and watch my Hallow Beans, the ones in black and white, they eventually get to where when the battery dies, the audio starts popping a little bit. I don't know what to do to fix that. It gets the job done. So that's when I upgraded to that, and I still edited on iMovie. iMovie is very simple software. I say simple, I'm not saying it will be hard. I'm just saying, you know, you're better to start out with something like iMovie than you are to start out with Adobe or Avid. So literally all you need today is your phone and then a free editing software. I mean, you also need to create a YouTube account, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, and hopefully you leave a like and subscribe, that you have a YouTube account. If you're just now getting started, don't waste your time researching more things that you need to start a YouTube channel. You need a phone and you need a free editing software, okay? That's all you need. Okay, see, that's that tough love I'm talking about. Because from this moment on, now that you know that I grew a YouTube channel doing 1 upload a week, filming on my phone and editing on iMovie, I grew a channel from 0 to 30,000 subscribers, April 20th, 2020 to October 2020. No more excuses from you. I'm not saying that because you need tough love. I'm saying that because I believe in you, and it's time for you to start believing in yourself as much as I believe in you. You know what it's like to make excuses. Do you know what it's like to take the risk? Then stop making excuses. Okay. So now you're like, Ashley, I don't have any original ideas. Listen, this is a personal philosophy. I don't think anybody has had an original idea in a very long time. You can disagree with that, but here is the thing. There are thousands of other movie reactors out there. I might not be your cup of tea. That's a-okay. I don't like everybody. Why do I expect everybody to like me? These are not original concepts. This video was not an original concept. I'm sure the skit I did at the beginning has been done by others before. The thing that's different is you. Is you bringing your unique perspective. Nobody has the same perspective as you, the same experience as you. Nobody has the same eyeballs as you do. Nobody can think about the information like you do. So do you want to be a movie reactor? Then do it. You want to start a cooking channel? Then do it. What's going to make it different is you. People will find you for your content, but they will stay because it's your content. Does that make sense? I'm going to say it again. People will find you for the content, but they will stay with you because it's your content. This is a cliche, but there's a reason why cliches exist, and it is because they are tested and true, all that jazz. What is it? I should probably know it if I'm going to use it, shouldn't I? You know, getting off the couch, you're already ahead of everybody else. The hardest part is the first step. Here's the thing, you need to go ahead and accept this. Your first few, honestly several, creations are going to be shit. That's okay. You're doing better than everybody who's not trying. Take this for example. If you go back and watch like my very first movie reviews, my Star Wars review is only like 8 minutes long. How am I gonna take Star Wars and only have an 8-minute long review? It's an awful review. But I did it, it got me started, and now I'm here. If you go watch the last video on this channel, which is kicking my own ass, the very first clip is discolored because I didn't know how to color correct. But you know what? I didn't let that stop me. Go watch that video too, because that's all about getting my shit together and doing things that I've been making excuses time and time again as to why I haven't done them yet. I was talking to another creator recently and they were like, oh, my reel is blurry and I give up. No, you're done giving up. You know what it's like to give up. That's why you're here. When you're getting started out, your content's gonna be bad. It's gonna be mediocre. It's gonna be a dumpster fire unless you've had previous experience, unless you've been doing it for years. You're gonna be bad at it. That's okay. Being bad at something just means you're trying something new. And trying something new means you're trying, you're living, and that's all that matters. And the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. That's the thing, is I don't know what it is. I feel like it's my generation and I'm coming for us, and I feel like it's also Gen Z too. Is like if we're not immediately good at something, we give up. You gotta be done. You're not gonna wake up and just have this innate ability to do whatever you wanna do. You're not just gonna be like, I'm gonna crochet the Eiffel Tower and never having crocheted a day in your life. You're not gonna be like, I'm gonna make a viral video on YouTube and never have made a video before. You gotta start somewhere. I will warn you that your first few things, the hate comments and the mean comments will outweigh the good. You gotta have thick skin. At the end of the day, you are trying 100 times more than the keyboard warrior who says they don't like your video. You cannot let strangers on the internet deter you from chasing your dreams. For every hate comment you get, once you're growing and you're doing better and you're becoming more confident, the positive comments outweigh the bad tenfold. Your community is there. Do you want to know why you don't have your community yet? Because you're not out there for them to find you. You got to put yourself out there. Now, I'm an open book. I be talking about everything all the time. I just be talking. And y'all know this if you watch the main channel. And that might not be for you. That's okay. I will admit that I might have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to camera confidence or anything like that. It's just because I worked in radio. I have a degree in communications. I worked in radio for 11 years. So like being a personality, I've been doing it, baby. It's the fucking stairway ghost. I don't know if y'all heard those footsteps, but it's the stairwell ghost. Here's the key. At radio, at YouTube, at podcasting, whatever it is you want to start, you gotta be yourself. And I know at first it's gonna be awkward. When I was in school and I was getting started in radio, my bosses and professors used to tell me to create your on-air confidence. Picture your mom, picture your best friend, picture your brother, picture somebody you love talking to, and that's who you're talking to. That's why I usually try to stay away from words like y'all, or you all, or all y'all, you know. I try to stay away from collective words just because I want to talk to you. That way, whenever I say you need to get off your ass and chase your dreams, I'm not saying y'all need to do it. I'm pointing to you, dude. I'm calling you out. You, the person who's made too many excuses. Your light is too bright to keep fucking dimming it, okay? I want you to be scared about how aggressively I believe in you, okay? Because at the end of the day, you've seen where I film. I watch movies in my attic. Let's talk about that. Ashley, where should I film? Like, I'm sure right now this probably is the best audio quality because it's in an open room. It is my bedroom. I'm not going to show you the bedroom because I haven't made the bed. Clothes are everywhere. This is the office. Anyways, and there's actually a vent right below you, so I'm sure you're getting some that's okay. I'm working with what I got. Here's the thing. If I made an excuse for every inconvenience I have, then I'd be like, oh, I can't film this video until I get like a soundproof blanket, or I can't do this until I have this. Nope. You want to know something? I've been wanting to make this video. So today I woke up and I said, Ashley, no more fucking excuses, bitch. And I looked at myself said, She said, yeah, you're gonna do it, and here we are. Okay, so back to the attic, back to soundproofing. You see a lot of people on YouTube have these like studios, which is great. I refer to the attic as a studio just because that's all we do in there. That's all I do in there is film, so I call it the studio. In my very first videos, before we moved into this house, before we got the attic, I was filming in my spare spare bedroom closet. And I openly say that. If you go back and watch, there were no decorations. It was a beige wall. I ended up, during Jingle Beans, during my Christmas movie special, I ended up putting a 4-foot Christmas tree in the corner that I had plugged up on the outside. And now I film in the attic. So, a microphone. This is all an internal microphone in this camera, including in the attic. So I'm telling you that because even when I was filming on my phone, the smaller the room, the better audio quality you can have. You don't have to invest in soundproofing. When I was in the spare bedroom closet, I had a quilt thrown over the other half of the closet, so it collected some of the sound. In the attic is a small space, and then I push pinned my Elvira blanket in front of me just to add a little bit more soundproofing, because that's also where our HVAC return exists. So that's where sometimes in reviews you'll hear the hum. In the movie reviews is the HVAC return is in there. So if you're looking for a place to film, I would just say a closet to film in. That's what I did. I mean, you can film in an open room. Take a couple of test videos to see how your audio quality sounds. There's gonna be so many inconveniences for you. There's gonna be so many reasons to not do it. Don't listen to them. Speaking of not listening to hate comments, and speaking of not listening to the inconveniences in your life, there's gonna be people that you really love, family, friends, that won't support you in this. They'll make fun of you. Take a screenshot of this. Anytime somebody shits on you for it and say, you know what, I don't need your support because this bitch got me. Is following your dreams. Nobody else sees your dreams but you. This is a little morbid, and this is how I live my life, which is very sad, and it could be the depression talking. I'm not really sure. I should probably talk about this in therapy. At the end of your life, wherever it may be, the only person who is guaranteed to be there with you is you. So you have to make choices that on your deathbed, you're not going to be justifying your actions to anyone but yourself. You're the one that's going to have to live with your regrets, your what ifs, your I wish I could have's. So don't listen to those people. My grandma, and if she watches, she's not, I don't think she will, but if she watches, when I quit my job, because I worked at a university, like I had a government job, like I had a really good job, and I told my grandma that I quit. And also, because it was at a university and being a staffer, I could get higher education for free, so I could get a master's. I didn't want to do that. I hated college, ugh. So when I told my grandma that, I said, well, I've quit to do YouTube full time. It's ingrained in my memory. She was like this. She was like, why would you do that? That's what my grandma said. It's important to keep generational differences in mind as well, but even people in my generation, when I told them what I was doing, my peers, people who I thought were my friends, made fun of me. They were like, oh, we'll see how that works out. And the very first time that I got monetized, if you don't know this, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. That's not so many videos that equal 4,000 hours of watch time. That just means people have had to watch your content for at least 4,000 hours. And you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, when I found out that I met that threshold, I was so excited. You apply, they make sure your content is worthy to make money with. I'll never forget, one of my first checks was $7. And I was so proud of myself because, like, I did this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. And I remember I told a friend that I had my first YouTube paycheck, and I told him it was $7. And they made fun of me. Growth is a hard process. I know I'm making this sound a lot easier than it really is. I know I'm coming off a lot tougher than I probably should. This is all stuff I wish I could go back and tell myself with my creative processes. Like, you know, never feel like you have to be a certain way in order to succeed. Whatever you decide to do, whether you decide to start a YouTube channel, whether you decide to take a baking class, wherever you show up in life, my biggest piece of advice that nobody asked for is to be yourself. You gotta be yourself. And listen, you're gonna have people who don't like you. That's their loss. Once again, to what I said earlier, you don't like everybody, not everybody's gonna like you. You can't take that shit personally, okay? It is like, on the main channel, I don't wear makeup a lot. I don't wear makeup a lot. I know I'm wearing it now because Business Ashley has her life together. Business Ashley wears makeup. Business, you know, this is a persona. So if I wear makeup, it's because I wanna wear makeup, not because, do you see what I'm saying? Show up as you are and who you are. Because I guarantee you, no matter what, who, what, when, where you are, you're gonna find the people who love you just as you are. For all your weird quirks. If you watch my reviews, if you watch my other stuff on this channel, I leave in a lot of my stuttering. If I mess up, if I say a word wrong. Because I am not perfect. Nobody is. If we wanted perfection, or the illusion thereof, Like, turn on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The world has plenty of videos and shows to watch of people whose life is perfectly put together. But I know whenever I turn on YouTube, I don't look for that. I don't look for that. I watch for people who make me feel like my hot mess of a life is normal. I talk about a lot of stuff that other people won't talk about online, which is fine. That's a-okay. Like, I talk about having depression. I talk about going to therapy. I talk about taking medicine. Because when I was growing up and I was going through these hard things, nobody was telling me that it could have been a chemical imbalance in my brain. Nobody was telling me that some of the stuff that was happening to me and inside of me was like not my fault. When I got put on medicine for the first time, I had family telling me that oh, I don't know, why do you want to take that stuff? That stuff's bad for you. You ain't got depression. You ain't got nothing to be that upset about. But I wanted to die every day. But then they'd look at me and they'd say, oh, that's dramatic. You're being dramatic. You ain't got nothing to be bad. I'm sure you've heard the same things if you have something going on with you. So I decided to start talking about it. I decided, you know what? I can guarantee you that ain't no stranger on the internet is gonna say anything worse to me than I've already said to myself. What? So I talk about my depression, and you know what? I've gotten shit comments saying that medicine, depression isn't real, mental health, that my generation is a bunch of pansies for putting such an emphasis on mental health. But you know what? If you don't take care of this runs everything else. If you don't take care of this, then everything else is not gonna work. It's not gonna do what it's supposed to be doing, because this is fucked. Just because I never want to lie to you about a movie. That's why I shit on E.T., because I didn't like it. And when I do like a movie, I tell you I love it. I've cried on camera. I'm an ugly ass crier, but I'm not gonna dim who I am to make someone else feel more comfortable. But in that same turn, is I'm not gonna force myself to be this personality if I'm struggling internally. I'm gonna take care of me when I'm struggling. That way, when I'm down and I'm taking care of me, I can come back up to where I can be what I need to be for you. This video, I wanted to give you the information so you can make your very first YouTube video today. You need a phone or some kind of camera with an internal microphone, and you need an editing software. So this is actually the beginning of a series. I want you to comment below what you want me to go in depth on. I can show you what my process is. I can go more in depth about editing. I love to edit. I'm a one-woman show. I film, I edit, I post. I don't have an editor. I don't have a business manager. It is me and beans, baby. If you want me to go in depth about some camera confidence, I can give you those tips. Whatever. All I know is if you're a creative type like me and you're looking for an outlet, I started this channel, the main channel, as a joke, and now I'm here. It has been so life-changing, and I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, for me as a person, to create and then make connections online. I have met some of the coolest people, and I have learned so much about myself. Movies that I enjoy, genres that I enjoy, actors that I enjoy, food that I enjoy. That's another thing. Do not start a YouTube channel in hopes to get rich quick, because that's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, baby. I was doing YouTube for almost a full year before I went full time, and you'll see people go full time with YouTube at 10,000 subscribers. You'll see people go full time with YouTube at 10,000 subscribers. I went full time at, I think I had like 75,000. And I got a lot of questions about that. That really depends on you and what you need to live on and, your bills. That's all personal. And people all the time, I also got one comment in a live a couple weeks ago that was like, you can do YouTube full time with only 2 uploads a week. Yeah, you can. I grew the main channel from 0 to about 60,000 subscribers with 1 upload a week. Millennial Movie Monday, every Monday. Of course, during Halloweens, I did 3 a week because I love scary movies. But other than that, it was 1 upload a week, okay? Don't let anybody discourage you. You're on your own unique path. I'm just here to cheer you on, homie. I do not have a foolproof method to success on anything. The way I'm viewing this is like a tool belt. I'm sharing my tools with you. I'm giving you all the tools that I know how to give you, that I have. I'm not holding back any secrets. I'll tell you everything. But this is the beauty in it all, is although we're gonna have the exact same tools, we're gonna make 2 totally different things, because you're not me and I'm not you. And I think that is fantastic. I got a message on Patreon of somebody who said that I inspired them to start their own movie reaction channel, and they were like, don't worry, I'm not gonna be in competition with you. I don't view that at all. Because once again, I don't feel like I've ever had an original idea. I don't think anybody has in a very long time. I don't think I'm in competition with anybody. Creativity is not a competition. That's the beauty, is that you're making it. So please leave me any comments down below what you want to know more about, and it can be about anything: editing, my day-to-day life, my creative process, branding. I came up with all the branding for the main channel, resources, whatever you want to know, whatever you would like to ask. Hold on. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Business Ashley. I love talking about this. Oh my God. I love talking about this stuff. I can talk about creativity and things of that nature all day. So yeah, please comment down below what you want to know more about, whatever you want help with, because I really want everyone to succeed, because I think there's plenty of room in this world, in the great wide world, for everyone to do whatever the fuck they want and succeed at it. I'll leave you with this. There's a song that I love to listen to, and it's called Lifting You by Michael Bloom. And there's a lyric in there that says, I see the light that's inside of you, but it's worthless until you see it too. So I know you got it in you, but I need you to see it too. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in the other room and you're gonna get your phone, you're gonna get a free editing software on something, your phone, a laptop, an iPad, and you're gonna make your first YouTube video. And you know what? You ain't even gotta make it private. Just get the first time over with.
That's what she said.
Ashley, that's inappropriate. Stop. And then just, you gotta be consistent. Consistency is key. Millennial Movie Monday. People new on my channel, they can come back every Monday for a movie. Pick a day. Don't kill yourself uploading every day. Pick a day and be consistent. I'm excited for this series. I'm excited for you and whatever journey, creative journey you're on, whether it be YouTube or something else. I can't wait to see what you create. I would love for you to comment down below any questions you have. And I would love for you to also comment down below once your first video is up. Share it with the world. Stop being scared of your light. Let it fucking shine. Stop being a little bitch. I hope you know that I love you and I believe in you. And I guess I'll see you next time in the YouTube series, because Business Ashley doesn't come out except for that. Until then, I guess I'm going to pass you off back to like movie watching Ashley over on the main channel. Go check that out if for some reason you're here before that. I'll see you next time on this YouTube series. I don't know what we're going to call it, but get out and create. The world needs your ideas. Take your meds. Go create something.